Welcome to week 8 of Science and Cooking. This week we're going to talk about emulsions and foams, which are perhaps much more common in food and cooking than you may think.
We're going to visit Nando Giovanni in his restaurant in Spain, and Nando will show us some of his dishes that involve emulsions and foams. One of my favorite is his garlic aioli dish, which he's able to make with oil and garlic alone, a beautiful aioli. For us, though, he will put in a little bit of egg, which for reasons that we will explain will make the recipe easier to make and less pungent.
He will also make hollandaise sauce, and he will tell us his secret tricks for how he prevents the sauce from breaking. And then he's going to tell us how to make carrot foam and a delicious oyster foam.
And we will use these creations as motivation to delve deeply into the physics of emulsions and foams, how they work, how they fail, and how you can prevent that in the kitchen.
We will also return to Carlos Tejedor's olive oil gummies, which, as it turns out, are emulsions, and now we can understand them more deeply.
We will visit America's Test Kitchen, who will show us their recipe for angel food cake. The first step of making their angel food cake involves making a wonderful puffy egg white foam, and they will show you how to make a foam without weeping or dripping.
And of course, Hal McGee will visit us, and he will tell us about his special insights on emulsions and foams.
At the end of this week, you will know that an emulsion is a mixture of droplets of one fluid immersed in another.
And a foam is a mixture of air bubbles within a liquid.
The difficulty of making a foam is that interfaces cost energy. There are lots of interfaces on the surface of the droplets or air bubbles that you have in your emulsion or foam.
And as a way to stabilizing these interfaces, we use surfactants. And this week we'll learn more about what they are and how they work.
Finally, we will learn that foams and emulsions can become solids when the volume fraction of the air bubbles or of the droplets get to be high enough. The different droplets and bubbles can support each other and make what was previously a liquid into a stiff solid.
And finally this week you're going to be experimenting with emulsions and foams yourself by making mayonnaise in your kitchen and by experimenting with egg white foams.
Let's get going.